And these are the steaks we're going to be using for today's experiment. As you can see, they are beautiful New York strip, 1.5 inches thick, great marbling, and exactly what you're looking for whenever you buy steaks. Now, since I have 3 of them, this is how this experiment is going to go down. The first thing to do is to get them seasoned. For that, I kept it real simple. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. I made sure to season all steaks exactly the same, because what's about to happen next is going to be a little bit insane. Because this is today's special ingredient, Tostitos Salsa con Queso Dip. Now I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this, but you guys did not stop there. You also requested me to use this, creamy spinach dip. Now I'll be honest with you, each one of these as a dip, they are fantastic. It's extremely convenient and you can find it almost everywhere. But to use this on steaks, I'm a little bit skeptical, but we're about to find out right now. The first one is going to be the salsa con queso. I made sure to add a good amount. I did the same exact thing to the spinach dip. Let's just say I ensured to cover my whole steak with it. And if this makes steaks taste better, oh, you know I'm going to let you know. Because now that we have the steaks ready, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and throw them in the bag, vacuum seal them, and get them ready for sous vide. I'll be cooking all of them in the same container at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook the steaks to perfection, because as that's happening, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And as you can clearly see, this side dish is going to be real good. Now to make it, it's super simple, and here's how. The first thing to do is to make a dough. First, I added all-purpose flour, followed by salt, and mixed everything well until it was fully combined. As then, it was time to add eggs, followed by olive oil. Then mix everything well until it's fully combined. Once you've gotten to this consistency, you want to go ahead and transfer it so that you can knead the dough. If needed, use a little bit of flour to ensure nothing gets stuck. You want to go ahead and massage the dough for about 5 minutes. Once it's nice and smooth, just like this, you want to go ahead and cover it and let it rest for 1 hour. You can also do this a day in advance, because the next step is super simple. This is what you need right here, a good sharp scissor, because now you want to go ahead and cut little slits just like this. It is one of the easiest fresh pasta to make, and as you can see, it's super simple to do. Cut the whole thing up nice and slow. Just be real careful not to cut them too thick. The idea here is to keep them the same size, because once you're done, take a look. Freshly made pasta that it is super simple to make. Now the only thing left to do is to go ahead and boil it. Talking about that, be real careful, because fresh pasta cooks a lot faster. As soon as they start floating, you know it's ready. But now to make the sauce. First thing is to add some chorizo into a pan. I'm using this kind. Go ahead and cook it up for a few minutes, then add some shallots and garlic. Mix everything well and let it simmer. Once it's fully combined, go ahead and add some butter, followed by that beautiful pasta we just made. Now mix everything well until it's fully combined, because to finish it up, add a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, and now it's time to plate. First, go ahead and add the pasta into a plate, followed by a generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano, and of course, for some color and taste, a little bit of parsley. Now this is today's side dish, and I can tell you one thing, I can guarantee it's gonna taste real good, but I cannot say the same thing about today's experiment. Talking about that, by this time my steaks were fully cooked, so I went ahead, took them out of the water bath, opened up the bag, and immediately took them out. And as you can clearly see, the dipping sauces did its job, and if I want to get a crust, I must remove it. So I went ahead and did so. Because I know exactly what you're thinking. My steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with a nice side dish today, gentlemen. You guys hungry?
Never not hungry. I'm a little freaked out because we got dip here. What's the dip for?
Please don't hate on the dip.
Sometimes I'll get a little too much dip on my chip, but you know what?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So here's the deal. We got a little experiment going on, and I want to know if it's good, bad, or ugly, and I'm curious. Enough talking, let's give it a go. Please.
I got tiny arms. I didn't grab it.
Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Sous vide steak, baby. Steak, baby.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you wanna enjoy a nice, wonderful steak, the best steak of your life, stay hungry for the entire day and then eat it in the end, everybody, because it's so good.
This is gonna sound weird. This is the first thing I've put in my mouth all day. So smooth, so perfect. That texture, that doneness, that char on the outside, it's all perfect. every time with sous vide.
I agree 100%. Can you guys tell what that is?
It's a control, baby. It's a sous vide steak. Tender, juicy, delicious. And it's a palate cleanser in case these two aren't that good. You go back to the original.
Talking about that, let's jump in. Let's see.
Do we go with this homemade dip first?
No. Forget about the dip. They're just there just to look pretty. Smell different? Ready?
Oh, what the?
In a good way or in a bad way?
I can't tell.
Oh. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow, that got better as I kept chewing.
Yo, that is amazing. What the hell? That makes no sense.
That's so weird. For some reason, you don't smell beef, but when you taste it, you do taste the beef. There's an added flavor there, although it's somewhat mild. It does taste really good.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but it tastes like a 10 out of 10. Will highly recommend.
Where it hit me, the flavor was the fat cap. It's amazing. There's nothing more I can say.
I am getting a somewhat salty and like herbal aftertaste though.
Yes.
Which is very different from a steak, but it tastes really good.
Smell like stinky feet, everybody. That's what it smells like, but it tastes a lot better than it smells.
Absolutely.
But now I'm super curious about the next one. Let's go.
You're not gonna have pasta in front of my face and not let me try it.
You got to give the lactose intolerant guy his cheese, man.
Now look at this pasta. Look at this. It looks like a very difficult pasta to make, right? So what this is actually fresh pasta. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You see?
What is that, chorizo? Mm-hmm. It has a slightly smoky taste. It's very well seasoned. The pasta is delicious, perfectly al dente. It really absorbed all the grease from the chorizo, so it's super flavorful. This is fantastic.
It has a little bit more bite than traditional pasta. Like you actually have to chew through it. It reminds me kind of like bolognese, but the chorizo makes it a little bit different. It makes it your own, which I'm a huge fan of.
And the texture, it's... See,
I
I told you this parts all the time. If you never had fresh pasta, this is the easiest one for you to make, and I highly recommend you giving it a try. But enough. Can we jump into the last steak?
Smells like kind of like a control.
That's true.
It's not as freaky smelling as that second steak.
Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Ooh. I wanted to say it was better than the last one, but I don't even think it's as good as the control.
No.
I feel like the flavor's washed out.
Not only that, it's like not that much difference for me. I don't feel almost anything. You?
Yeah, you lose some of the beef flavor, you lose some of the seasoning. It's just like a less flavorful control.
Now, I would like for you guys to know what it is. So smell this and tell me if you know what it is.
It smells like Tostino's nacho cheese, baby.
Smell this one. Can you tell what it is?
Is that the artichoke one? The
Yeah,
spinach
no,
one?
spinach one, yeah.
Spinach?
So they asked me to put this on the steak and try it out and see how it was gonna taste. And surprisingly, everybody, this one tastes really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.